Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Lola. I am here to do your love reading for June to July. This is a mid-month reading, so please be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more complete picture of what love has in store for you during this time, June to July 2022. If you're looking for a more general reading, I do have those up on my channel for like finance, career, your kind of overall day-to-day life. Those are up, and there is a link in the description box below. So please feel free to check those out. But all right, Aquarius, let's see, what love messages do we have for Aquarius? I'm going to start with a couple of oracle messages for Aquarius for love. What do we have for you, Aquarius? Okay, we have romance. Well, that's a great one to get. And be in the present and dream of the future. Okay, let's get into these a little bit deeper. So first we have the romance card. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And then we also have, look at the artwork on this, gorgeous. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So definitely we'll put some other messages to see how these come together. But for you, Aquarius, just looking at this, and the overall messages that are coming through is these are very positive love reading messages to get here. And the fact that we're looking for romance, and this is also saying is that this might be a time for you, Aquarius, that you need to look at your partner or the other person that you're interested in and see how you can actually start to give more attention and affection to that person, but also making sure that you're in the present and enjoying those present moments, those gifts that we get with the people that we love and with the someone that you love. And then also dreaming big. So everything is possible. So those of you who are in relationships, this is saying, the universe is telling you at this time, when you're sitting in your meditations and manifesting, this is a time to dream big. This is a time to really say where you want that relationship to go. If you're like idealizing that whatever that perfect relationship is for you, you really start to manifest and think about that, meditate on what that is, and having, being in the present, but dreaming big of the future. And then also this romance card is saying that this is definitely like this area for you to have that those big dreams in, and thinking again about making sure that you lavish the one that you love with that personal time and affection. So let's see what the other messages are that want to come through for you, Aquarius. Let's see what tarot messages want to come for your love reading. So, oh, well, there's one flew out, so we'll take it. And then I rarely get jumpers, so when they come, I take them. And let's see what we have for you. So, okay, what do we have for Aquarius? Well, a lot of cards are wanting to jump. They're not coming fully out, but they're definitely wanting to pop. So let's see what we have here for you, Aquarius. What are our other two cards we want to pull? We have, oh, wow, the Queen of Pentacles. Whew. Oh, and the Tower. Okay, so all of this is definitely saying that you need to be present, dream of the future. I want to think of that main message as we go through some of these other cards here. Now, there's no particular order in the love message for you, Aquarius, and I definitely think one thing I want to point out is, you know, I only pull 3 tarot, and out of the entire tarot deck, we have 2 major arcana. So we have the Hierophant, and then we also here have the Tower. Now, the Tower is, I always see the Tower as a good thing because it's change that needs to happen, that you're kind of always afraid to really make change, meaning that the Tower has no doors. It only has windows. So once we're stuck inside the Tower, we can't get out and we can't let anybody in. So this, and then we just try to hold on to it because we don't know what else to do. And so, because you're like, well, I can't let someone in and I can't get out. So especially in a love reading, the universe is saying like, hey, we need both, right? Like we want to get out of wherever the position we might be in, or it might actually be a physical place. But also then we have to be able to get out to let someone in too. So especially in these dreaming of the future, I see a lot of things out here for you. Those of you who are looking for love, who are single and looking, that there is some love on your horizon. Make sure you're in the present of what's happening, allowing this Tower moment to happen. You don't need a reason why. You don't need this full book explanation of like, why did that happen? Just know that the universe is watching out for you. There are reasons for this. And I'm not saying it could be an ending to a relationship. Sometimes the Tower is just bringing something to light that was already an issue in the relationship that gets you to a better place. And maybe you guys aren't dreaming big enough, or you're not being the present, or you're not giving enough attention to your partner, especially with this romance card and all of that. So just know this is the universe watching out for you to say like, hey, I know you've been struggling to let go. I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to show you how. We're just going to do this. And then that way now you can not only get out, but you can allow someone into your heart. So that's what the big message that I see here for you. I want to talk about the Hierophant first because, or, you know, after the Tower in this, because that's the message that's coming to me strongest right after. But the Hierophant is this time of, it's this very strong card of intuition. So you could have been already feeling this Tower moment come even deeper and deeper and just knowing it's there. And then you're kind of like, yeah, I knew this was coming. We needed to have this talk, or I needed to really be honest with myself about what I want, how I want to move forward. And like I said, I'm dreaming bigger and I'm settling too much in those kinds of areas that you might need to pay attention to. But also the Hierophant, I always see as it's this card of tradition, and it's maybe something that you need to get back to. So this is, you've maybe been, the way I see this is, sometimes when, like I said, I see a lot of new single love messages coming through, but there are, or maybe even you're in a newer relationship that you thought you wanted kind of like these bigger progressive types of aspects of a relationship. And you're just like, yeah, we don't need to get married. But at the end of the day, your heart is like, I kind of like the tradition of marriage. I really want to get married. So let's just be present and be vocal and dream of that future. And that's kind of where the Hierophant is an example is of. Now, I love owls in tarot because owls can see everything. It's like they can see in the dark. They can have incredible peripheral vision. They really see, but they're so smart. And I really feel like owls like look into your soul. I've actually come very close contacts to some very large brown owls and just all types of different owls. For some reason, the universe puts those things in front of me. And I've always been like locked into their eyes. And I just always feel like they are looking into my soul and beyond. They can see what is in the future, this dream of the future. So with this signal of the owl for you in this Tower moment, I think the owl is then looking deep into you and be like, this is I really can see you. And which means as soon as you can allow yourself to get out and see what's inside of you, you can then let someone in for that. So, and then always, this isn't a straight up tarot card for message for Hierophant, and especially in love. But because this card uses this, and I just get it, is that this owl is kind of educating this youth here. And this might be an area that you need to work on showing the romance. The person that you're with just might not know how. They might have very strong feelings for you, but they don't know how to be romantic. They don't know what you like, what you see as being romantic. So it might just be something you need to tell them. You need to show them. You need to teach them. And don't ever be afraid to do it, because it's better to teach them and see if they are capable of it than teach them and then they're not capable, and then you spend all this time, you know, like waiting. That's when the Tower moment comes along. So definitely know that, look at that message that's coming through. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is an incredible card. It's one of my favorite cards in all of the especially the minor arcana deck, because anytime you get a queen, it's like very powerful card. It's someone who's standing in their power. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is healthy in body. They're grounded. They're calm. So this is the universe saying to you, is like, yeah, you might have these moments. You're being present, but you have everything you need to very much stand in confidence and stand in your power about the things, the way that you feel. So as all of this is coming about, and again, the universe is giving you some messages and saying, you have the confidence and strength to ask for what you want, to teach that person, to say like, hey, I have very strong feelings for you, but I need this little romance energy. So I'm going to show you what I see as a romantic gesture so that you can then get that back from that person. So very clear messages there. For all the love messages had some really like great advice. I could have used some of that probably in my life. So let's see what we have for you in the romance oracle deck. So what romance, I'm very curious what the romance messages are, especially since you got the romance card in the Whispers of Love deck. So let's see what we have for you, Aquarius, for the romance cards. We have healing family issues. Okay, that might be that Tower moment, and religious factors. And that is the tradition that's coming through with this Hierophant. That is something I wasn't quite sure if there could be some religious factors in the love life, but you're meaning that sometimes you can be like, oh yeah, I'm open to a person of another faith. And then as you start to get down into, you're like, I'm not sure this is going to work out for me. You need to vocalize this because, like I said, otherwise you're going to get that Tower moment. So religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that other piece that you can see there with this message too is that it's not to say people, I am in a relationship with different religious backgrounds. And we always find it a very kind of interesting way to grow our perspectives as people and as a couple. And so even as you start to then grow the family, and again, this can then start to tie into family issues, is that, you know, usually your parents or grandparents want you to go in a certain way of, you know, making sure you find someone of the same faith background, the same religious background, but you are like wanting to be more open and kind of have some of these learnings and traditions, but in a new way. And this could be affecting what's going on in your love life. So your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So that could mean that you may be having, not for all of you, that I see these could potentially be tied together, that you're really needing to kind of like let go of the way that like things may have been done in the past, and you're finding this new way to get to happiness. So definitely some messages there for you. Now let's just pull a couple more cards for you to close out our love reading. These are the Angel Answer Oracle decks. So for those of you that brought a specific question or situation to the reading today and you're looking to get some clarity, this is the opportunity to do that. So angels, what answers do you have for Aquarius in love for their question or situation that they brought here today? Sometimes this goes to the reading and sometimes this is just for you and the questions you've asked. So a year from now. And yes, so amazing. So great. I mean, I could definitely see this going into the reading as a whole, but the universe is saying yes, and a year from now. So it's going to happen. It just might not happen as soon as you want. It could potentially just happen a year from now, but this is definitely your path. And so these changes that are coming and whatever you may have asked about, but it definitely to the reading is there are some shifts that might be happening, but this is for the greater good. This is definitely for what's going to get you to that ultimate happiness. It could take a year to get kind of the family and everybody wrapped in, and or especially those, like I said, this is very much new energy that I'm getting here. So definitely would not expect things to happen like that. So a year from now makes sense. But for your specific question and what the universe brought some answers here, I hope that helps you with that clarity. And Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'd love to see you again. Please consider subscribing to my channel and have a great month.